Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Nichols Softball Complex on the campus of Volunteer State Community College in Gallatin, Tennessee. We are going to get started momentarily, so my 3:55 estimate, a little bit late. They got the field ready quicker than I thought, so we will get started with Game 3 of today's three-game set. This is Volunteer State taking on Midway University up in Lexington, Kentucky. I think they're actually they're just north, I believe, in west of Lexington. Get you the Toyota of Gallatin starting lineup here when we can. Diamond Wills will lead off for the Midway Lady Eagles. Kaylin Reeves in the circle, delivers the first pitch for a called strike on the outside corner, and we are underway at 3:48 Central Time. Popped up. See if Bailey Stewart's got room. She does, and makes the catch for out number one. Nice play by Stewart to avoid the umpire and come back and make the catch. Diamond Wills leads off with a pop out into foul territory. Madison Hill, the second baseman, steps to the plate. She swings and fouls the first pitch she sees. On deck, Carrington Briscoe. She'll be followed by Kylie Markin, the DP. Randy DeLong, the first baseman. Madison Green hits sixth, plays shortstop. Jaden Timmermans is behind the plate, hitting seventh. Lana Moppin in left field, hitting eighth. And Ella Baum in center field, bats ninth. Ball State won game one over Trevecca 7-0. 7-inning contest. Trevecca came back and defeated Midway. I believe the score was 13-3. Kaylin Reeves on for his seventh appearance. It's her second start of the year. Kirsten Smith is in left field, and Nia Dawson is in center. Savannah White in right field. Maddie Shinton at third base. Alyssa Dixon at shortstop. Mally Griswold at second. Kendra McNeil down at first base as that pitch catches the inside corner. And strike two, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bailey Stewart catching Kaylin Reeves. 5'5" sophomore transfer. Ground ball to third. Shinton stays down. Gloves and throws to McNeil. Rail number 2. Reeves transferred from UT Martin. She's a business finance major here at Vol State. The daughter of David and Angie Reeves, sister to Garrett and Kyle. Hello to Granddad and Granny. They both live in New Johnsonville. That NJ stands for New Johnsonville, not New Jersey in Tennessee. Had more of a world focus when I looked at that NJ, my notes. Carrington Briscoe, the right fielder, at the plate. Good college football afternoon to you. If you're a Vanderbilt fan, big day. Taking on LSU as Reeves has now gone 3 balls and no strikes to the 3-hole hitter. .30 right down Broadway for a called strike. Tim Coffey behind the plate for game 3. He's been on the bases for the first 2 games. Woody Redfarron takes the equipment off, and he handles the bases for the final game of the afternoon. Final home game of the fall season. 3-1 is in there for a called strike. Well, with Full Count Ministries, Full Count, you can go to fullcountministries.com, see all that Ministry's doing for baseball players around Middle Tennessee and Birmingham, Alabama, down in Nicaragua. Full count pitch, down low for ball 4. Briscoe reaches. Kylie Markin designated player gets an at-bat here in the first. Big day for SEC football. A lot of big games going on. Tennessee, Alabama. Georgia, Ole Miss game going on right now. President of Vol State is a huge sports fan and put Georgia Bulldogs down as her favorite Division I school. 1-0 pitch. Grounded just by the diving Alyssa Dixon into center field. That's a base hit. Runners now at first and second with 2 out. That'll bring up 5-hole hitter Randy DeLong. She's the first baseman. Reeves was able to retire the first 2. Diamond Wills popped out to the catcher. Madison Hill grounded out to Maddie Shinton down at third. But a walk and a single put runners on first and second for Randy DeLong. Timeout called as Randy's going to take those, maybe some glasses, down to the third base coach. That's the head coach, Bailey Curry. She's assisted by Scott Ashburn. Reeves ready. And the pitch just misses. Nope. Delayed call. That's a called strike. And the palatial suites have turned into the presidential suites, as Dr. T has made her way from the women's basketball scrimmage wearing her Georgia red. Line drive right to Kendall McNeil. She makes the catch right on the fair line for out number 3. And Kaylin Reeves wiggles off the hook. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 2 runners were left aboard. Just getting started here in game number 2 of the day for the Lady Pioneers. Be right back on the Vol State Sports Network. Abby Merle to lead off for the Lady Pioneers. Abby 2 for 4 in game 1. She had 3 RBIs, including a double. Takes first pitch from Brianna Beach down low. Abby from Unionville, Tennessee, transfer from Cleveland State Community College. Daughter of Danny and Tina Merle. Split grip left-handed batter. Couple hopper to the short. That's not going to be nearly in time as she hustles down that line. She can get after it. Ball State, the time that I've been broadcasting, has always had a quick club. That's an infield single for Abby. Kayla Fuqua And Anna Harrison. Anna Harrison was here earlier. She graduated after 2 years. She's our alumni spotlight today, and she's playing at Blue Mountain Christian College down in Blue Mountain. There's a throw down to second base, not on the bag, and Merle picks up a stolen bag. With Alyssa Dixon at the plate. Dixon 1 for 4 in game 1. Squares around a bunt, fouls it back in her bunt attempt. Get you the Midway defense here momentarily. Got to get it written down in my score sheet. Brianna Beach looking at her wristband. That's a drive over the second baseman's head into the outfield. That's going to score a run. And there's the Framework Athletics first run of the game after 2 batters. All State leads 1-0. Dixon picks up an RBI. That's her 5th of the fall. So the stolen base after the infield single, and Ball State has manufactured a run. Mally Grizzle stands in, playing second base, fouls that one off to the right side. That will get down just inside the fence. A Chick-fil-A of Gallatin foul ball. Some people spell foul F-O-U-L, but when it's a Chick-fil-A of Gallatin foul ball, it's a F-O-W-L. Thanks to Greg and Mary Garrettson for their support of All State Athletics. Change up, and Alyssa Dixon wasn't going, a delayed steal, and she gets in at second base. Give her a stolen bag. And now Grizzle with an opportunity to drive in a run here in the bottom of the first. Played shortstop in game 1. Moved over to play second base. Her and Alyssa Dixon have swapped positions. Popped up into shallow left center field. Ella Baum in from center field makes the catch for out number 1. Got in on the hands of Grizzle. She went 2 for 4 with a couple of RBIs in the 7-0 win over Trevecca. Maddie Shitten stands in. Maddie seemed to be tied up a couple of her at-bats. She did get 1 hit in 3 official plate appearances, also walked. She doesn't get tied up on that one. That is high and deep and off the face of the Toyota Gallatin. Scoreboard for a 2-run home run. Much to the delight of Dr. Wendy Tostenson here in the presidential press box. That is a big fly. And Vol State leads 3-0. We need a outside crowd mic to hear the boom. We'll have one in the spring. We've got a spot for it. We just don't have it up here in the fall. Chief Engineer A.J. Fawson. He's got it going on. He knows how to handle this stuff. Big help for the broadcast, no question about it. Kendra McNeil stands in with 3 runs in. Nobody on base, takes ball 1. Getting to see Kendra around campus. She hangs out up at the baseball field from time to time. Very personable young lady. Sophomore out of Nolensville High School, Nolensville, Tennessee. That's a suburb here of Nashville. Got 1 at-bat in game 1. Now is a 3-ball, no-strike count. Bailey Stewart on deck. Kendra, a 5'8" sophomore. She get behind the plate from time to time, playing first base in this game. There's a called strike. The daughter of Jason and Paula McNeil, sister to Trent, Got grandparents up in Valmeyer, Illinois, and Anna, Illinois. That's driven to left field. That's got the left fielder turned around. That's going to one-hop the fence. Lana Moppin got turned around as that ball spun toward the fair line, and Kendra McNeil with a dudette double. Keep the inning going. Back-to-back hits. Thanks to Dudette Communications here in Hendersonville for their support of Vol State Athletics. Craig Sinnard, the owner there. They've been doing printing and design work since about 2006, I believe. Called strike to Bailey Stewart. Craig Sinnard's son, Luke Sinnard, is in the Atlanta Braves organization, 6'8" right-hander. He dials it up there between 95 and about 98. Stewart fouls that one down the third baseline. Count now 0-2 on young Bailey Stewart. She and Chloe McKean and some young guy that was hanging real close to Bailey Stewart. Don't think he was her brother, but they followed me into Jersey Mike's. Bailey goes down on strikes. Jersey Mike's located just down the street from Vol State. They're a sub above and also a sponsor of Vol State Athletics. First strikeout for Brianna Beach. And Haley Deering, she gets a ground ball base hit up the middle. Here's the throw to the plate, and it is not going to be in time. Kendra McNeil comes in to score. Heading down to second on the throw is Deering, the Beach Buccaneer, with an RBI single. Everybody do the Buccaneer Rumble. She'll get it when she goes back and listens to the broadcast. Savannah White, the eighth batter to come to the plate, takes a called strike. 4-0 is the score. Vol State leads here and still batting in the bottom of the first against the Lady Eagles of Midway University. Changeup misses up. Big sports day here on campus of Vol State. Lady Pioneer basketball team playing a scrimmage game against Lindsey Wilson earlier, actually between the two softball games. So 11 a.m. here for Vol State against Trevecca in softball. Savannah White got a pitch to hit there, just missed it and fouled it over the top of the press box here at the Nichols Softball Complex. Dr. Nichols, a former president of Vol State. I'm going to have to remember the years that he was here. Very popular president, as I understand. That was before my time. 2-2 misses outside. We'll have a full count, Ministries. Full count. My understanding, though, nobody at the helm has been as pro-athletics as Dr. Wendy Tossenson. Full count pitch. That's high for ball four. If she were breakfast, she'd be the pig. That sounds derogatory, but you know the pig in breakfast is all in, extremely committed, because that's the bacon and that's the ham. Pig's given their entire life for breakfast. The hen, she's just given up an egg or two. The hen is involved. The pig is committed. Ball one to Caitlin Dillard. Now 2 balls and no strikes. On the lineup card, Christian Lynn writes, Dill down. So I have to interpret. Caitlin Dillard, she's a former Bobcat at Greenbrier. She takes a called strike. 2 for 2 in game one, scored twice, also walked on base all 3 times. A slap hitter. She and Anaya Dawson will handle the number 9 hole in the lineup. Ball State batting 10. And a 3-ball, 1-strike count. 2 outs, 2 on, 4 in. Here in the bottom of the first, wind blowing out straight away center field. Dillard, ground ball to second. Nearly a collision there. Second baseman Madison Hill throws over to first to retire Dillard. In the inning, Vol State with 4 runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left aboard. After 1, Vol State leads 4-0. You're listening and watching on YouTube, the Vol State Sports Network. Top of the second, Kaylin Reeves back in the circle. And she delivers the first pitch high and wide to Madison Green, leading off the top of the second inning. She's playing shortstop for the Midway Lady Eagles, an NAIA school. Mid-South Conference in NAIA. There's a called strike. I've heard the Mid-South Conference. Let's see if I can tell you who some of these teams are. Freed Hardman down in West Tennessee is one of them. I recognize that logo. Bethel, also down in West Tennessee, 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Got to be the Campbellsville Tigers. Cumberland Phoenix, right over in Lebanon, drilled into the left field. That's down for a base hit. Leadoff single for Madison Green. Second hit of the game for Midway. Former or Belmont baseball alum, Country Cade McKee, left Vol State and went to play for Midway. They're right in his backyard. He's from Georgetown, which actually there is a college in Georgetown called Georgetown. He did not go there. He went to Midway instead, and they actually had recruited him out of Scott County High School years ago. Country Cade, one of my all-time favorite Vol State Pioneers, throw down to first and not in time. Texted him, showed him a picture that Midway was playing today, and I know he wishes he was here, not necessarily to watch Midway, but he loved being on Vol State's campus. That's a yanked foul. Chick-fil-A of Gallatin, foul ball. Now getting into the coaching ranks back home in Scott County. Left-handed pitcher. He didn't dial it up there very fast as Jaden Timmerman fouls another one out of play. But he got outs. The soft-throwing left-hander. Vol State's had a couple of them that have had some success over the last couple of years. He and Parker White. There's a check swing, foul ball. Kendra McNeil picks it up. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at first, nobody out. You're in the top of the second inning. Following Jaden Timmerman's Lana Moppin. It gets off the glove of Stewart down to second base. Goes Green. The question is, what does Wes Buckner rule that one? Wild pitch or pass ball? He's kind of pass ball happy, actually. I saw him rule on a pass ball. He's pretty tough on these catchers. Ball 4. And the first two have reached. Second walk of the game by Reeves. And we'll have a timeout. Everybody has to get together and talk to somebody. It looks as though it's a rule. Shortstop, third base, having a discussion. That is not Matty Shinton down there at third. That's Willow Carden. Christian Lynn subbing liberally. It is still Mally Grizzle at second and Kendra McNeil at first. And everybody got coupled up. Now they're singled up as the pitch. Down to third is the throw. It's late. Stolen bag for Madison Green. Following that up is Timmerman's down to second. Ball 1 to Moppin, 2 in scoring position. Still nobody out. Foul ball to the on-deck area for Vol State. It falls into the dirt. Ella Baum, the center fielder in the on-deck area. I believe that Midway is only batting 9 in their lineup. Vol State batting 10. Reeves needs a strikeout or a pop-out. Pours that one just a little bit too far inside for ball 2. Right-handed batter Moppin swings and misses. No, West called that a wild pitch. Did glance off of Bailey Stewart's glove as it was heading to the backstop, but she had to pop out of that crouch pretty quick. 2-2 swing and a miss. Just what Kaylin Reeves needed right there was a strikeout. Looking for a strikeout sponsor. If you're interested in supporting Vol State softball, send me an email at treesports@gmail.com and get you an outfield sign and make you the strikeout sponsor. Cost a big bit of money, though. There's a lot of strikeouts in the game. Throw down to third. Green is back in time. The biggest one is a foul ball sponsor. A lot of foul balls. All right, Chloe McKean, what was that pitch? I think it was a strike. Scoreboard. Oh, she put a ball up there. I'll go with you, Chloe. Saw Chloe at Jersey Mike's as well, and she said she was operating the scoreboard. She's also a cheerleader in there. That's what Dr. T is. Ball gets away from Stewart. She's going to try to backhand, and that will not be in time. Madison Green scores. I believe that pitch got down into the dirt. And the 3-ball no strike count. We're going to have another meeting. Let's see if I can see that on the replay. No, I don't think it does. I think that actually is a pass ball there. Stewart got tied up. One out in the inning, runner at third. Ella Baum at the plate. She is just taking a 4-pitch walk. Third walk of the game for Kaylin Reeves. That'll be, bring up the top of the order, Diamond Wills. Popped out to Stewart, the catcher. First time she came to the plate. Split grip, right-handed hitter. Lights are on here at the Nichols Softball Complex. Attempts to bunt, fouls it back. with a runner on the move. See if they put another play on here. Willow Carden creeping. Throw down. They're going to throw it into center field. One run will score, and Baum heads over to third base. So that will be a stolen base for Baum. She will move to third on the errant throw by Stewart. Reeves struggling here to find the strike zone. Timmermans scores on the error down to second base. Fly ball to foul into the corner. Kirsten Smith can't make the grab. Scoreboard, Toyota Gallatin scoreboard says 2 balls, 2 strikes, so I'll try to keep up. Still 1 out, 2 runs in the inning. That's popped up to the left side. On comes Smith, and the ball's dropped, hits off the heel of her glove. And a run scores. Why are we... I don't know why that was showing runs for the home team. Scores 4-3. I've got that fixed. Diamond Wills reaches on the air. Ella Baum comes in to score. A couple of errors in the inning. There's only been 1 hit. That was the leadoff hit by Madison Green. 2 walks and sloppy defense led to 3 runs here in the top of the second. Midway scored their 3 runs in 1 inning against Trevecca as well. All State looking to shut it down here and throw zeros up on the board the remainder of the game. Kaylin Reeves delivers. Strike 3 called. The throw down to second is not in time. So could not get the strike him out, throw him out. But do get the backward K to Madison Hill, who's now 0 for 2. Second strikeout of the ball game for Reeves. Carrington Briscoe stands in. The right fielder, she walked her first time up. Ground ball up the middle. This could score or tie the game, and it will. Merle cannot, or Dawson, sorry, not Abby Merle. I had Dawson out in center field. And an RBI single ties the ball game. It's the first RBI on my score sheet. Everything else has been gifted. Kylie Martin, who had a single in the first, swings and misses. Sun still shining here at Gallatin, Tennessee. Right off of Nashville Pike, you can see the ball field. You drive by the Gallatin Fire Department, hall number 2. Shot to Willow Carden. She digs it out of the dirt and throws over to Kendra McNeil for out number 3. Nice play there by Willow. But Midway gets back into the ballgame and ties it with 4 runs. 2 hits. There were 2 errors and 1 runner left aboard. Heading to the bottom of the second, Vol State Trying to get that lead back. Be right back on the Ball State Sports Network. Ball State put 4 on the board in the first. See what they can do against Brianna Beach here in the second. 10-1-2 due up. Kirsten Smith leading off. To be followed by not Abby Merle. It's her spot in the order, but that's Jordan Lucas on deck. I thought she was going to hit a different spot. That one's drilled foul. Christian is changing his lineup card on me. He had Jordan Lucas penciled in to hit in the same spot with Haley Deering. He's running his own program. That's what he's doing. 2-1 pitch. Grounded it to the 5-6 hole. Backhanded. Nice throw there by Madison Green to retire Kirsten Smith. Went to the backhand. Had to make a strong throw and did. So Jordan Lucas is going to hit for Abby Merle. Pitched in game 1. Finished up the ball game with an inning. Jordan from Fredonia, New York. Transfer from St. Bonaventure. Looks at ball 3, just below the knees. Three-0 pitch. Ball 4, 4-pitch walk to Lucas, 5'11" sophomore. Kevin and Dana Lucas, her parents. Alyssa Dixon will step in. Second walk of the game for Brianna Beach. Dixon single drove in Abby Merle for the first run of the game. Looks at ball 1. Not sure if they had light issues here like the baseball field did. Maybe Christian is, as that's roped into right field. Dixon now 2 for 2 with a couple of smashes. Not sure if they had some lights out like the baseball field did, but those have been repaired as best as they possibly can, as I understand it. So we'll play a lot of night games, but the other night we were here late and needed the lights. one of 3 teams in the TCCAA with lights on their fields. Walter State is planning on getting lights at their baseball and softball fields. That's lifted out to right center field, down for Mally Grizzle. They're going to send the runner, Jordan Lucas, and her slide is not in time. Runners will end up at second and third on the throw home, but cut down on the nice throw. Now 2 outs. Let's see. That was the right fielder. No, that's center fielder Ella Baum that came over to make the throw. Back-to-back hits for Vol State. Now 2 outs. Dixon down at third and Grizzle at second. Willow Carden, who's in for Maddie Shinton, takes ball 1. Shinton, 2-run home run, her second of the year in her first at-bat. Willow Carden with a line drive out to left field. That's down for a base hit. 2 runs are going to score. Carden's going to head on down to second. Now, will Wes give her a dudette double? Or is that a single and go to second on the throw? That's what I have as Vol State retakes the lead. Have you a day, Willow Carden. A presidential ambassador, is that what they're called? President's ambassador. You know you're somebody if Dr. T knows your name. And she knows Willow Carden's name, along with Abe Gillsby. Kendra McNeil takes strike 2. Change up, a nice job by McNeil to foul that one off. She was way out front. That's just playing pepper with the screen off to the left side. Back-to-back hits by Lady Pioneers. Alyssa Dixon, Mally Grizzle, and Willow Carden retake the lead. Ground ball 2 short. Madison Green throws over to Randy DeLong for out number 3. Lady Pioneers get the lead back with 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. 1 runner left aboard, heading to the third. We're scheduled for 7 innings here at the Nichols Softball Complex. Dyer Construction call to the bullpen. Charis Nichols, 5'5" sophomore from Clarks Vegas, Clarksville High School. 45 minutes northwest of Nashville. She's a right-hander, business management major, the daughter of Curtis and Malay Nichols. Sisters Emberly and Lovella. Pawpaw and Ganty up in Clarksville, and she's got some grandparents in Henderson, Kentucky. Papaw and Nana might be listening in on the Vol State Sports Network. She gets innings 3 and 4. facing 5, 6, and 7 as the shoestring monster got her. If you want to join the show, send an email to treesports@gmail.com. Had no takers in game one. I actually have my phone showing the Ohio State-Wisconsin game, so I can check that, though, and be happy to do it if you want to join the show. Line drive right into the glove of the new shortstop. That's Willow Carden. Maddie Shitten back in, playing third base. Willow plug her in. She'll play anywhere. She's been at first base today, third base, now shortstop. Madison Green singled and scored in her first plate appearance. Cheris with the slider. Misses low. Just a bit too high. Tried to catch the corner and missed. Held on to that one just a little bit too long. She might have had some cotton candy at lunch, maybe. Still got some sticky fingers. Cheris, 6 appearances this fall, 9 2/3 innings. 10 hits, 8 runs, only 3 earned. Now 3 balls and no strikes to Green with Jaden Timmermans on deck. 2 innings for Kaylin Reeves, 3 hits, 4 runs. Got to say that not sure if all of those runs are unearned. I don't have time to figure it out right now, but at least a couple of them probably unearned. I know one of them is for sure. Nichols with 5 walks, 3 strikeouts. Not a big strikeout pitcher. Full count Ministries, full count. But last year, she dialed a lot, logged, as they say, a lot of innings for Vol State. She had the most appearances in the conference, 36 times she got in that circle. 3-2 pitch is lifted high and deep to left field. Back goes Kirsten Smith. It one hops off the warning track. And that will be a 1-out double for Madison Green, who's now 2 for 2. But the ball stayed in the yard. That's what you're looking for. Don't give up home runs. Timmermans bats. The runner at second now with 1 out. She walked and scored. Cheris, 14 wins a year ago against 2 losses. It's one of the top records in the conference. Ball State had 3 pitchers with double-digit wins. Brooklyn Levin, sophomore transfer, she was tied for first in the conference. She had 18. Nichols with 14. Laura Walker had 13. Popped up and out of play. Ball and 2 strikes. Brooklyn Levin had the most innings thrown. She had 152. That was tops in the conference. I don't remember the names of the 2 Chattanooga State pitchers, but they were the 2 top pitchers in the conference. Slider, a little bit off speed, just misses inside. Ball State lost to the Lady Tigers in the conference tournament this past spring, and Chattanooga State went on to the World Series. 2-2 pitch, popped up on the right side, it's playable. Kendra McNeil hollering out. Couldn't hear her through the plate glass window for sure, but I could see her mouth moving. She makes the catch for out number 2. Jaden Timmermans is retired. Lana Maupin, Maupin, steps to the plate. Nichols trying to get out of the top of the third. She delivers a strike on the outside corner. Maupin struck out in the second. Lady Eagles sent 8 to the plate, scored 4 runs. Swinging a foul tip. Oh, 2 pitch. Bowled up there. It's in the dirt. Stewart's throw to third is late. A wild pitch moves the runner to third base. One ball, 2 strike count. Popped up. That's going to come right over the top of us. Souvenir for a lucky fan. Bring it up to the presidential suite. Dr. T will autograph it for you, and then you got to hand it right back to Christian Lynn. Those softballs are not cheap. 1-2. Cannot get Maupin to bite. Ball State 4 in their bottom, at the bottom of their first, 2 in the bottom of the second. Midway tied it in the top of the second with a 4 spot, 6-4. Fly ball to deep left center field. Nobody's catching this one, and it's going to hit off the Toyota Gallatin scoreboard. We are tied again. 2-run shot with 2 outs. I believe that's the first home run that I've seen hit off of a Lady Pioneer pitcher. Atlanta Maupin goes big fly. Wind is blowing out, but that hit halfway up the scoreboard. Double and a home run in the inning. Ella Baum will stand in. Pretty good name for a hitter. It could be Baum. It's B-A-U-M. If I'm her, I'm calling it Baum. Good German name there. Got a bunch of Germans in my ancestry. Strubel, Hoffman, Wiest. Good sturdy people. And it's 0-2, not 1-1. Tim Coffey corrects me. 0-2 pitch. Misses low and away. Baum, the number 9 hole hitter for the Lady Eagles of Midway. College football Saturday in the fall. Does Georgia always play Ole Miss in the third week of? It's not one of those deals. I know Tennessee and Alabama always play the third week of October. I just didn't know if Georgia did it as well. Another Chick-fil-A of Gallatin foul ball. Getting a little bit cloudy here, expecting some rain coming in, and we sure do need it. It has been dry through since August. Wasting pitches is Ella Baum. She walked and scored in the second. All tied up here, 6-6. Fall State trying to get the doubleheader win, 7-0 over Trevecca in game 1. Midway being pesky. That ball's hit well to left field. Back goes Kirsten, and that ball leaves the yard. Solo home run gives the Lady Eagles the lead. Back-to-back home runs by Midway. All this with 2 outs. Tim Coffey goes over to replenish his bag with more softballs. And the infield meeting with Charis Nichols. 3 runs in the inning, 3 extra base hits. Coach Bailey Curry encouraging the next batter, Diamond Wills. Lexington's about 3 hours away. They are just on the other side of Lexington, and that is in Kentucky. There is a Lexington, Tennessee, but Midway's in Lexington, Kentucky, or just outside of it. Popped up and over. Press box being remodeled right smack dab in the middle of remodeling, as a matter of fact. Got new flooring in, been painted. I don't know the actual colors, but it's gray, blue, and red. Popped up in foul territory. Matty Shinton comes in and makes the catch to end the inning. Not before Midway scores 3 and takes the lead. 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors, nobody left aboard. First time Vol State's been down all day. Heading to the bottom of the third, listening to the Vol State Sports Network. Bailey Stewart leads off the bottom of the third against Brianna Beach after her 3rd inning. Now pitching with the lead. Stewart struck out looking her first time to the plate. Split grip right-handed batter has to back away from the inside. Fastball, 2 balls and no strikes. Bailey from Gordonsville High School in Carthage, Tennessee. Some of the folks up there call it Carthage. Smith County, I believe. She draws a 4-pitch walk, much to the chagrin of, I'm assuming, Chloe McKean, operating the scoreboard box in the dugout. She had 2-1 up there on. I told her sometimes I throw her under the bus. I didn't know it was her. Chloe McKean is another sweetie who's injured and not probably going to be able to play for the Pioneers as Haley Deering fouls that one off. Haley had an RBI single her first time to the plate. The former Beach Buccaneer, high school where my kids went to school. It's in Sumner County, between Goodlettsville and Hendersonville. 5'9" freshman, physical education major, daughter of Jerry and Beth Deering. 1-1 pitch taken. Either high and or inside for ball 2. Siblings Declan, Riley, and Annalie. Paul and Granny, they are up on the ridge Ridge Top up in Robertson County. I said it's great to be a Beach Buccaneer. Yes, I had 2 cheerleaders. She drills that one high and deep to left field. Is it high enough? It is. Hallie Deering just gives the Lady Pioneers the lead back with a bullet out of here in left field. Let's see if that is Haley's first big fly of her collegiate career. It is. Congratulations to Haley Deering. Timeout called, and that will end the afternoon for Brianna Beach. I think Haley did not have a hit coming into today's game, as she has picked up her first 2 collegiate hits, her first RBIs. That is actually true. She was 0 for 10 coming in to today's game. Now 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs. Congratulations to Haley as the new pitcher in looks like Sierra Bittner, number 27, I believe is what I saw. So Brianna Beach goes 2+ innings. Looks like Sierra Bittner may be back from last year's team. Nine hits now for Vol State. See if that squares with Game Changer. 8 runs, 9 hits for Vol State. 7 runs, 6 hits. All 8 of the runs against Brianna Beach are earned. She walked 3. Struck out 1 batter. Sierra Bittner, a right-hander. Savannah White steps to the plate. All State retaking the lead with a 2-run smoke shot by Haley Deering. First pitch delivered by Bittner is a changeup inside. Bittner from Texas, Liberty Hill, Texas. Transfer from Cisco Junior College. Shows online. Savannah White takes a called strike. Savannah from Bowling Green, Kentucky, right across the line, about 20 miles. The Tennessee, Kentucky line, went to Greenwood High School. Daughter of Keith and Shonda White, sister to Summer. I've got 3-1. The Toyota Gallatin scoreboard says 2-1. Who's going to be right? It's me. It's me. It's Ernest T. Ball 4. Second time that Savannah has walked. She also has a papa and a granny in Bowling Green and also an Annie in Bowling Green. Nia Dawson batting in the 9 hole. She and Caitlin Dillard sharing that spot. Her first at-bat of the day. Takes ball 1. Dawson from DCA. She takes a ball. Stealing second is White. So now runner in scoring position. Bailey Stewart led off the inning with a walk. Haley Deering, a couple of pitches into her at bat, lasered one out to the batting cage just over the left field wall for a 2-run shot. High pitch there, and now 7 straight out of the zone by Sierra Bittner. Taking all the way, there's a strike at the letters. Nia Dawson looking for her first hit of the day. She went 0 for 4 in game 1. She's going to draw the walk. She's a young lady you want to see swing the bat and run the bases. She came in as the leading hitter today, hitting .381 before that 0 for 4. She also led the club in RBIs with 11. Her 8 hits, 6 were for extra bases, 1 home run, a double, 3 triples. Playing now in her 12th game down at first base. Kirsten Smith, it's her turn at the plate. She grounded out in her first plate appearance. Takes another ball. Kirsten, a digital and broadcast media major. Runner from second takes off to third on the throw, so that's a stolen base. As there's an emergency somewhere. Again, we are right behind hall number 2 of the Gallatin Fire Department. Smith takes a called strike. Let's get the ball 2 up there. 2 balls and a strike. Nobody out, 2 runs in. There's a fly ball to deep right center field, right at the base of the wall. It's going to drive in a run, and there's another dudette double off the bat of Kirsten Smith. Ball State leads 9-7. Savannah White comes in to score. And the first 5 have reached here in the inning. Jordan Lucas bats again here in the third. Swings and misses. Hey, let's clear the count. In the spring when I broadcast, I'm going to effort to find somebody to handle this job right here. It's a one-man band right now. Ground ball to the dugout screen. For baseball this past spring, I had an injured pitcher that switched the cameras and handled the on-screen scoreboard. That's drive into left field. That's going to be down for a base hit. 2 runs will score. Jordan Lucas will drop the anchor there at first base. Vol State keeps on scoring. That's a 2-run knock for Lucas, the former Bonnie. She didn't hit it hard. She hit it in the right spot, though, to score Dawson and Smith. Now Alyssa Dixon, a good-looking freshman player, stands at the plate. Play either position in the middle infield, and it's a bat on the ball, and she can run it too. Takes a called strike. She ran up on that pitch. She's 2 for 2 in this game, driven in a run and scored twice. Tapper right off the tip of the glove and off the second baseman's glove and by the center fielder. Keep on running. That's going to score 2. She is not stopping at third, and she's not sliding it home either. That'll end up being an E8 to score. So, but it's a little league home run for Alyssa Dixon. She'll get a single. His time is called. Let's see how Wes Buckner ruled that. I always like to see scoring decisions. He did rule it a home run. I'm sorry. I don't think you can rule a ball getting underneath the center fielder's glove like that as a home run. It actually did kick to the left of her. She was coming in to charge it. It hit off the pitcher's glove. It hit off the second baseman's glove, and then caromed to the right of the center fielder who was charging, and then rolled to the wall. Okay, Wes, I'm going to go with you. That's an inside the park home run. Alyssa Dixon, 2 RBIs. IP inside the park, as Willow Carden will get an at-bat. She grounds one foul. Nice diving play by Diamond Wills in foul territory. Snagged that one. All for naught. Got her jersey all dirty. Her mom's going to be mad. Just kidding. Her mom doesn't clean that. She's not a little kid. The coach does it. At least for baseball, that's what happens. Coach McGuire popped up to the right side. Might be a difficult play. Second baseman. Madison Hill comes over to make the catch. There's the first out of the inning. Willow Carden hitting in the 3-hole for Mally Grizzle. All right, what's happening here? Another pop-up for the second baseman. It's dropped. That's an error on the second baseman as Willow Carden is batting in 2 different spots in the batting order. Thank you, Christian Lynn. Now Kendra McNeil. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. See if Shinton stays at second. She will. And the hits keep on coming as Vol State has batted around. Should be Bailey Stewart's turn. So that was the first error of the inning. Stewart walked to lead it off. Called strike on the outside corner. And a scorekeeper's nightmare. Batting around. That drops into shallow center field. Christian Lynn, the third base coach, going to hold Shinton up at third. And the bases are jammed with Lady Pioneers. And I apparently missed a run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the inning. It's 13-7. Stewart gets her first hit. Now Haley Deering, who had a 2-run homer earlier in the inning, at the plate. She's got a chance to get a grand slam here. Fouls that one out of play. Chick-fil-A of Gallatin, foul ball. In the press box, when we have multiple people, we play yard card game, okay? You get to guess when you think a player's going to hit a home run. I'm going to go ahead and play my yard card right here. I'm going to say Haley Deering is going to hit 2 home runs in the inning. Now, if she walks, she gets to keep your yard card. She gets hit by a pitch, you keep your yard card. But if she does anything else, Yep, she's going to get a base hit, not a home run. I lose my yard card, but she's going to get 2 runs driven in, and a throw to third base is wide. The throw home, not in time, and Deering's going to end up at third base as 3 more runs come in to score. Not a home run, 2-run single, and a whole bunch of errors to get her over to third base. So I lose my yard card. I'm not even going to begin to try to count earned runs or unearned runs. Not my job. And that's back-to-back-to-back hits as head coach Bailey Curry out, and that will end the afternoon for Sierra Bittner. It goes 1/3 of an inning. As she faces 10 batters. Didn't get a whole lot of help there from her defense, but did give up a couple home runs as Abigail Beller, according to the lineup card, is now in the game. Let's see if I have any information on Miss Beller. Nursing major from Woodbine, Kentucky. Corbin High School. Third pitcher on for Midway. (16-7). 10 runs scored in the inning. Might be just one error on that play. I don't think you're scoring at home. Pretty sure you're not. Wes Buckner, he didn't want to mess around with that scoring either. I don't think he did not charge an error on that play. Savannah White stands to the plate. 1 out and a runner at third. New pitcher on. Abigail Beller delivers pitch outside. Savannah's walked twice. She's looking for her first knock of the game. Clouds rolling in. That ball gets by, and there's another run that's going to score on the wild pitch. (17-7). White takes a called strike. (11 runs in the inning. Lifted down the left field line, but it will drop foul. Wind kicking up, blowing out a little bit harder here into center field. Got some folks sitting way up on top of the hill. That's out to left field. Over is Lana Moppin to make the catch for out number 2. So Anna gave that one a ride, but came up a little bit short. Abigail Beller comes in and retires the first batter she faces. Now Caitlin Dillard will bat for the second time. Here with nobody on and 2 out. She's going to try to lay down a bunt, fouls it back. Grounded out to second the first time she came to the plate. Oh, 1. Tapper fouled down the first baseline. Beller ahead 0-2. Ball 2 strikes, leaves falling onto the field. Where are those trees coming from? Swing and a foul tip in and out of Jaden Timmerman's glove. Scoreboard says 2-2. I'll try to catch up. Line drive caught by Madison Hill. And the inning is over. 11 runs on a lot of hits. And a couple of errors on my score sheet. I got 2. Nobody left on base. Fall State with the 15-16, 17-7 lead. After 3, we'll be back with the top of the 4th after this break. New pitcher for Lady Pioneers, Haley Deering, delivers ball 1. Madison Hill leads off for the Lady Eagles of Midway. Deering can step on a fastball right there. She delivers one for a called strike. Fouled back. Gets ahead. Tried to catch that corner. Just a little too far out. This may be the fastest of all the pitchers that I've seen being delivered up there. Swing and a miss. Deering strikes out the first batter she faces. Carrington Briscoe, the right fielder, stands in. Lazy fly ball out to left field. Kirsten Smith makes the catch for out number 2. 2 quick outs. Kylie Markin, 1 for 2. She pops it up into shallow left field. I don't know that anybody's getting that one. No, nice play. Kirsten Smith running with her glove out, makes the catch, falls to her knees for a 1-2-3 inning for Vol State. It is disheartening for Midway for sure. Put a star by that one for Kirsten. And Midway, who's been out on the field forever, is going to have to go right back out there. Into the bottom of the fourth, Vol State coming to the plate again.
We've got the ball though, and we've got about 4 yards to go. So
Ohio State game going a little bit better for me than the Georgia Ole Miss game. Going for Dr. T. Ball State handling Midway right now, 17-7. Abigail Beller back out for the bottom of the fourth. Delivers a strike. Katie Robinson getting an at-bat. Trying to figure out where she's batting in the order, though. I guess she's hitting for Kirsten Smith down here in that 10 hole. Fouls that one on a check swing. Count remains 1-2. Katie Robinson from Murfreesboro Blackman High School. Sophomore. Takes ball down. Katie 0 for 2 with a walk in game one. 5'2" sophomore. Daughter of Ricky and Nikki Robinson. That's lined out to left field. That's going to get down and by the left fielder. Ella Baum will back up Lana Maupin. She tried to come in and make a play right there. And now do you give... It doesn't matter what I give. I'm not the official score. But I go single and an error because I'm kind of tough on fielders. But a single nonetheless for Katie Robinson. And back to the plate is Jordan Lucas, who had a 2-run single in the third, takes a called strike. Hitting in the leadoff spot. Just missed with that offering. Like to see Jordan Lucas get her arms extended on a pitch right here. Get that ball up, and she does, but got in on the handle a little bit. Flies out to left field. Just didn't get the meat of the bat on that one. 1 out, runner at second. Willow Carden, she's just batting all the way up and down the lineup. This is the third different position in the lineup that Willow has hit in. That's a nightmare for Wes Buckner, the game changer, scorekeeper. Keeping track of that. Willow gets her arms extended there, but fouls it down the left field line. Ball and a strike. Willow out of Manchester, Tennessee, Coffee County. Ground ball to short. That's tough hop off of Madison Green's glove. They hold the runner at third, and down to second goes Carden on the throw. The runner's now at second and third. Carden reaches on the error. Over to third goes Robinson. Now Mally Grizzle takes a cut, comes up empty. Matty Shinton on deck. Mally Grizzle's hitting for Willow Carden. Matty Shinton's also going to be hitting for Willow Carden on deck. I mean, fall baseball and softball is crazy sometimes. Just do whatever you want. 1-1. A little bit high. Wind still blowing out center field a little bit. I'm handling security up here, Michael. Security officer Michael Pauley coming up to make sure the president's okay. He's watching your back. That is off the end of the bat. That's going to drop right in front of the center fielder. Score another run to second base. A head first dive, the aggressive running Mally Grizzle. $20 is what I got. Am I wrong? I might be wrong. Where did that come from? I'm going to have to go back. Called strike on Shinton. I got 18. My scoreboard, apparently my computer's getting tired. Throw down to third. Nice stop by Wills. Don't normally have problems with this app putting runs on there that I don't hit the button on. Line drive over the shortstop's head into left center field. This will score 2. Now it's 20. Must have been prophetic. That's what it was. It wasn't pathetic. It was prophetic. Matty Shinton with 2 more RBIs. Now Kinder McNeil at the plate. Ground ball to first, stepping on the base is Randy DeLong. On the play, Shinton goes to second. Now 2 outs. McNeil 2 for 4 on the day. Bailey Stewart back in for her fourth at-bat. Her first. $20-7. Looks like we're playing football here at the Nichols Softball Complex. Who missed the extra point? Bailey Stewart's got an opportunity to knock in the extra point. Doesn't have an RBI in this game. She's 1 for 2, has scored twice. Fouls that one off. Last home game, so the last broadcast for softball. Baseball has also concluded home games, but I will broadcast One more doubleheader, the last doubleheader of the fall season up at Kentucky Wesleyan. Ground ball to third, a nice stab down there to throw in the dirt, and a nice pickup, a bobble, and that is not Randy DeLong down there. Or is it? Yes, it is. Nice play, third base and first base to retire Stewart, who stung that one. Ball State scores 3 more and now leads 20-7. 3 more hits in the inning. Two errors. 1 runner left aboard. Take a quick break and be right back on the Ball State Sports Network. Haley Deering back out for her second inning. She will face Randy DeLong leading off. Takes a called strike. She had a 1-2-3 inning in her first inning of work. Strikeout and a couple flyouts to left field. Not a normal flyout to end the inning, though. Kirsten Smith made a nice sliding on her knees catch in left field to steal a hit from Kylie Markin. DeLong 0 for 2. She's lined out to first base and lined out to shortstop. Takes a called strike. Caitlin Davis's grandmother watching. She's checked in on the YouTube channel's chat. Caitlin, Coffee County, as that one's grounded to second. I think that's still Mally Grizzle. Makes the play for out number 1. 4 straight retired by the former Beach Buccaneer or Lady Buccaneer. Have long had great teams on the softball diamond over there. Madison Green drops a single right in front of Anaya Dawson out in center field. First base runner off of Haley Deering. Madison Green's 3 for 3 in this game. Singled in the second, doubled in the third, and now singled here in the fifth. Jaden Timmermans at the plate. Bailey Stewart throws down to first. Timmermans 0 for 1. Also walked and scored. There's some pace on that pitch right down the can, taken for a strike. Counts 0-2. Tell you, Haley Deering, not sure how long she can last with that fastball, but another throw down. Kendra McNeil swipes the tag, but Green is back in time. Not sure how long she can go with the heat on that fastball. But a nice change of pace with some of the other pitchers. Don't throw quite as hard. Pitching is a lot about throwing the timing of the batter off. That's lifted out to left field. Willow Carden can't reach that one, and back-to-back singles. Runners at first and second. Just got out onto the grass. It's good to see Anna Harrison, former Vol State softball player, here in game one. She was here with Vol State baseball alum Chip Harris. Guy she's been hanging around with for a couple of years now. They're both at Blue Mountain Christian. What do you think about following your boyfriend or girlfriend to college, continuing your collegiate athletic career? Anna playing softball with her former teammate, Michaela Fuquay, who led the country the last 2 years in stolen bases. There's a wild pitch. Both runners will move up. Michaela Fuquay with over 80 stolen bases in each of the last 2 years. From Decatur, Alabama, she is playing down at Blue Mountain Christian, small school in Mississippi. Ground ball to short. Willow Carden gloves and throws mopping out, but run does come in. Trade a run with her an out now every time. Willow had a little bit of trouble with that, but able to recover. Green comes in to score. Timmermans moves over to third. Ella Baum is at the plate. Hit a home run the last time she was up, as did Moppin. They went back to back. Ground ball right back up the middle, off the bag. That'll score another one, and Dawson has trouble picking that one up. Somebody stick a fork in it. So a single and an E8 put Baum at second base. Give her an RBI as Timmermans comes in to score. Back to the top of the lineup. Pitch in the dirt, moves the runner to third. Timeout called as Bailey Stewart knows that I need a little extra time. When you have a single and an error and a run scored, that means 3 different colored pencils for me. I got to go green for base hit. I got to go red for an error and orange for a run scored. I have a very colorful score sheet, but it helps me to know what's happened. It's just something I developed along the way. Wills walks up in the batter's box, but takes ball 2. 2 runs in the inning for Midway University, NAIA school in Kentucky. Deering struggling here in the 5th, a 1-2-3 4th, and got the first out on a ground out, but then give up single before getting another ground out. That 3-0 pitch catches the outside corner. Good things happening for the University of Georgia as Dr. T having Tourette's over here. She's moving her body as the bunt's laid down, but it will go foul. She's trying to be quiet for the broadcast here, for sure, because it would sound a little weird when the pitch hadn't even come in and you hear some big scream. If you go to a Vol State game, though, just expect you will hear the president hooting and a hollering. Full Count Ministries, full count to Diamond Wills, and that's by the catcher. Bailey Stewart picks it up. Now she has the runner in a rundown. There was maybe some contact. Deering tags out Ella Baum, and that will end the inning. Baum thought the ball got by the catcher a little bit farther than it did. So that's the old 2-5-1 put out for out number 3. So ball 4 as Diamond Wills does walk. But the inning is over. And it's 20-9, I believe. I have to add them all up. You can't look at the Toyota Gallatin scoreboard and add them up because that third inning shows a 1. It's actually an 11. Take a quick break. Be right back. And the pitcher, Haley Deering, stepping to the plate. She's had herself a big old day. Did not have a hit, according to the Game Changer stats coming into today's action. She's got 3 of them in this game, 5 RBIs, and she's picked up her first collegiate home run. This one went out of the yard. A 2-run shot in the third. She batted twice in that third inning. Drove in 4 of the 11 runs, and she takes a hack at that one and fouls it out of play. But on the time that I used my yard card, it was with Haley Deering at the plate with the bases loaded. I was predicting that she was going to hit a grand slam, but you get 1 free yard card every game if you're in the press box. Dr. T hadn't used hers yet. She's up here in the presidential suite, popped up on the left side. Third baseman is going to give way to Madison Green, the shortstop, for out number 1. It's the first time that Deering has been retired today. Abigail Beller in the circle for Midway. She's the third pitcher on. She came to relieve Sierra Bittner, who had a tough time retiring Lady Pioneer batters. Savannah White takes ball 1. Savannah 0 for 1. She's walked twice, flown out to left field. Time for her to get a base knock. I think that's still Randy DeLong down at first base, and Madison Hill at second. Diamond Wills at short. Nope, Diamond Wills is at third base. Madison Green is at shortstop. Lana Moppin in left. Ella Baum in center. Carrington Briscoe, I'm surmising, still in right field. And Jaden Timmermans still behind the plate for Midway. That's a 4-pitch walk. The third time that White has walked. Wes Buckner is the first base coach. And Alyssa Cosley handling the third base coach's duties. That's Anaya Dawson. Will bat for the second time. Takes ball 1. She walked and scored in her only at-bat. Called strike. From Goodlettsville, attended Donaldson Christian Academy. If you're into comedy, then you've heard of Donaldson Christian Academy. That is the former school of Nate Bargatze, who's taken the United States by storm. Clean comedy. Actually, a former student here at Vol State. Have you met him yet, Dr. T? You hadn't met him? His mom and dad, I think, attend the church that I attend, Long Hollow. That ball's grounded to the plate. Wild pitch moves Savannah White. He talks about it in his comedy about he did not earn a credit, he said, here at Vol State. I think he grew up in Old Hickory, is what he says. Swing and a miss. Dawson could not hold up on that slow offering, and she's down on strikes. 2 outs for the Pioneers. I believe that's the first strikeout for Abigail Beller. Kirsten Smith fouls one into her dugout. Kirsten 1 for 2. So I guess he gave up college. He's a big Vanderbilt fan. Popped up on the right side. This might be playable. And in to make the catch is Randy DeLong, the first baseman, in foul territory to retire the Lady Pioneers. So Nate Bargatze, a DCA, I believe they're Wildcats. Could be wrong. I've been wrong before. No runs in this inning. First time in the ball game that Vol State has not scored. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner was left aboard. We are through 5 innings. 20-9. That is accurate. We'll be right back after this short break. Top of the 6th, we have a pinch hitter, Peyton Baum. Wonder if she is related to Ella. I'll go out on way out on a limb and say yes, as Jordan Lucas, new pitcher on for the Pioneers. Dials that one up there. Endearing territory. A little bit of pace on there. Swing and a foul tip. Lucas gets ahead. Jordan pitched an inning in game 1 against Trevecca. A couple of walks, couple of strikeouts. Did not allow a hit or a run. Of course, All State pitchers pitched a shutout as 3 pitches in. Jordan Lucas from Lufkin, Texas, gets the strikeout. Her grandparents, Paul and Nana, drove up from Lufkin yesterday. Met them in between games. Very nice folks. Said they're the Dillards. It threw me off. I thought they were part of the Caitlin Dillard family, and that's wrong. I'm thinking of Jordan Lucas. It's Mia Harper is the grandparents that I'm thinking that I met, as Jordan Lucas is dealing here. So another broadcaster error. Now, again, it's showing 3 more runs scored. I don't know what is wrong with this thing. Pop out to right field. Catch is made by Savannah White. I'm going to have to reboot my computer. Make sure it rebooted every time. It's got a mind of its own right now. Another pinch hitter It might have been a pinch hitter that just batted. Too busy thinking about the wrong pitchers and the wrong grandparents. I don't know if Jordan Lucas has got a Paul and a Nana. I'm guessing no. She's from New York. I don't think they call grandparents up there Paul and Nana. Yep, got a Papa and a Nana. And a grandpa and a grandma in Fredonia, New York. Gets the called strike. All right, let's see who 31 is here on the lineup card. Molly Wooldridge, if I can read that right, is the pinch hitter. Swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Lucas trying to go 1, 2, 3, and she's going to do it. She gets the call on the outside corner. Backward K in a 1, 2, 3 inning for Jordan Lucas, the sophomore transfer from St. Bonaventure. Good job. She goes 3 up, 3 down. Take a break, see if we can figure out, make sure our scoreboard's right. Be back for the bottom of the 6th. Need to put the headset on Dr. T here. She wants to do some football broadcasting of the Georgia Ole Miss game. She came from Louisiana before she got to Gallatin, but prior to that, she's pretty partial to that Georgia Red. She's a Boo Dog, and it's not a Mississippi State Bulldog. It's not a Gonzaga Bulldog. It is the Georgia Boo Dog. Top of the order, Jordan Lucas to face a new pitcher, Rebecca Rayford. First pitch swinging. Lucas fouls that one off. That's a Chick-fil-A Gallatin foul ball. If I can figure out, I think Lucas is 1 for 2. A couple of RBIs. Abby Merle got 1 at bat at the start of the game. Rayford, I believe, was a sophomore. See if we got any intel for her. Another Chick-fil-A of Gallatin foul ball. Criminal justice and psychology major. She's from right down the road here in Spring Hill, Tennessee. Went to Spring Hill High School. It's down in Williamson County, heading to Columbia. 1-2 pitch, fouled at the plate. Count remains 1-2. She's a sophomore. Make that a junior. This is last year's roster I'm looking at. So I assume she played last year. She is on in relief of Abigail Beller. Lucas sees a pitch bowled up there for ball 2.
Just makes things fast and easy.
Lifted out to shallow right field. It's going to drop right into the glove of second baseman Madison Hill. Nice play. She's running out toward right field. Take a hit away from Jordan Lucas. Willow Carton is going to give way to Cheris Nichols, is going to get an at-bat. Don't think she gets a lot of them. Willow's probably on deck. No, she's not. Let's see if Willow's got, or Cheris has any at-bats this fall. She hits one high and deep to left field. And that's going to leave the yard. Cheris Nichols, you got to be kidding me. A pinch hit, solo home run. I think that is her first at-bat. Get the boom. I don't know if she got an at-bat last year. She might have. And there's the extra point we were looking for. Cheris got 2 at-bats last year. Make it 3. She walked in 1 of 3 at-bats. Did not get a hit. As another pinch hitter. Grayson Nealon, so the pitchers are coming in to hit. I think that was a called strike, I heard. Grayson takes a ball upstairs. At the knees for a called strike. I think it's 1-2. We'll see if the umpire, Tim Coffey, it's actually 2-1. Thank you, Senior Coffey. Ground ball right through the wickets. Up the middle, Grayson Nealon has a base knock. Who says pitchers can't hit? And another pitcher coming to the plate. This is the young lady, Mia Harper, whose grandparents are here. Grayson Nealon going to have somebody pinch run. Savannah White will pinch run for her. Back-to-back hits by pitchers. Let's see if Mia Harper can get a knock. Ooh, that was a pitch right there to turn on. Don't call me Maya. Oh, Mia Harper. She's out of Lufkin, Texas. Grounded to the plate and in safely at second base is Savannah White. Cheris Nichols with a solo home run. Still trying to figure out if that's her first at-bat. I think it is. of the fall. As far as I can see on Game Changer, that's her first at-bat. Harper has to back away from an inside fastball from Rebecca Rayford. And they are cheering for her in the Vol State dugout. Harper had a cut there to let her high fastball. Full count, Ministries full count. Harper, 6-foot sophomore transfer from Bossier Parish Community College. Trey and Jamie might be listening in. She draws the walk down to third, goes White. Runners will be at the corners. Only one out. See if they pinch run, they will, for Mia Harper. Wasn't sure if she was Maya or Mia. A couple of first two games that I broadcasted, I did talk to her grandparents, Paul and Nana, and they told me it's Mia. Kendra McNeil's spot is taken up by Sarah Link, another pitcher. Timeout called as Scott Ashburn wants to come out and have a visit. Sarah Link, the long line of Link girls who played softball. I know before, when I started broadcasting softball, I would hear about the Link girls. I think there might have been one that was here. Savannah Sydney Sloan and Aubrey. She has got a brother, Aiden. She takes a called strike. This one is Sarah. She went to Trousdale County High School. She's from right here in Gallatin, daughter of Sean and Robbie Link. She's got a paw in Gallatin and a pop and a grandma in Franklin, Kentucky. She hits a ground ball, one hop to shortstop, steps on second for one out. I think, not sure if that's Madison Green still out there, but I think she might have thought there was two outs. It's an RBI single or an RBI ground out. To score a run, or a fielder's choice is what that is, but an RBI. And another pitcher. Scorer's nightmare. Courtney Denreiter. Ball and a strike. Do have two outs. And they have missed a run on the Toyota of Gallatin scoreboard. Tapper down the right side. Denreiter is out on the 3-4 putout. That will end the sixth and probably end the hitting. I would assume that Midway is not interested in throwing another pitcher in the bottom of the seventh. Ball State is Chloe McKean operating the Toyota Gallatin scoreboard box down there, and she's going to have some cleanup work to do. It shows 22-9, but she's already got a run in the bottom of the seventh as Sarah Link is now out in the circle. She'll handle the last inning after reaching on a fielder's choice. 2 runs in that inning on 2 hits. The big hit was Cheris Nichols' solo home run, her first at-bat of the fall, and her first collegiate hit as far as I know. I don't know what she did last fall, but I'll say it's her first collegiate hit. She can listen to this later and tell me if I'm wrong. 42-9 on the Toyota Gallatin scoreboard. There we go. Now it's back to 22. Randy DeLong, Madison Green, Jaden Timmermans are scheduled here against the lefty Sarah Link. Here in the final inning. DeLong looking for her first hit. She's 0 for 3, swings through first pitch that Sarah Link delivers. Jordan Lucas went 3 up, 3 down with a couple of strikeouts in her one inning. Deering went 2 innings. It's got some weather coming in. Wind is kicking up out to right center field. Shows winds 9 miles an hour. I would say that U.S. flag out there is waving pretty good. That stuck to her hands. Sarah eating cotton candy before the game as well. The 1-2 swing and a miss. Throw down to first base. Kendra McNeil handling first base duties down there. Receives the throw from Bailey Stewart, still behind the plate, I believe. And there's out number 1, the strikeout. Maddie Shinton at third. Willow Carden at shortstop. I think that's still Mally Grizzle out in second base. This is supposed to be Madison Green, and it is. Jaden Timmermans is on deck. Enjoyed the couple of games that I've been able to do here in the fall for the Lady Pioneers softball team. They have had really good teams. Last year got up to 16th in the country. TCCAA always has good competition. Walter State, Chattanooga State, Vol State, 3 of the top teams in the conference. Christian Lynn trying to get over the hump and win that conference tournament. Might have the club to do it with this year. Are missing one of their big bats, a middle of the order bat. That's Maddie Goad out of Tullahoma. She is injured and hoping that she'll get healed up before the spring, or actually the winter. Games will start beginning of February, might be scheduled at the end of January even. Ground ball to third off the glove of Maddie Shinton. Willow Carden picks it up, but her throw is a little bit late. That'll be an infield single, at least on my score sheet. Jaden Timmermans stands in. Popped up into shallow left field. Is that still Kirsten Smith out there? It is. She makes the catch for out number 2. Lana Maupin. She's got a home run. She's got 3 RBIs, 2 of those on the home run. 1 on a ground out, 1 for 3, stands in. It's the last hope for the Lady Eagles of Midway University, NAIA school. Runner takes off, throw down to second, not in time. I think that was a ball. I did not hear a strike call. It was. Fouled off. Still 80 degrees here in Gallatin. Looks colder outside, though. The air conditioning is working pretty good inside here.
You're welcome.
That's right. Dr. T, she's making sure we're comfortable here in the press boxes. Down to their last strike. Got some new paint, smells good. Got a new paint job on the countertop. And they're finishing up the flooring. Got new furniture ordered. Hey, that's right up here for me. I was going to make the grab. Coming right into your living room. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Another thanks to Full Count Ministries for the use of their equipment. Didn't put the Vol State equipment in here during the remodel. As a swing and a miss will end this contest. Dr. T with the round of applause. As this one belongs to the Lady Pioneers. A game that takes, 2 hours and 15 minutes to conclude. Ball State with a 22-9 victory over Midway. So successful doubleheader wins today, 7-0 over Trevecca, 22-9 over Midway. Lots of hits, lots of runs scored for Vol State. So you see the ladies get together, cross the diamond. Do want to thank Dr. Tossenson. Appreciate her support here inside the press box. Always have a seat for her whenever we're broadcasting. And she likes to sit up here in the catbird seat and watch. But she's also a lady of the people. She'll get down there and shake some babies. Shake some hands and kiss some babies. She doesn't shake any babies. But anyway, it's always great to see her. Big smile on her face. And she is Evelyn Energy wherever she goes. Appreciate her. And she's been up in the press box. And again, come to a Vol State basketball game, women's or men's, and you'll see her and her husband, Kyle, at the ball game. And she's not gonna fade into the crowd. You're gonna know she's there. You're gonna hear her. You're gonna see her. She's gonna be wearing bright red probably, and she's going to be rooting the squad on. We'll have her on some broadcasts, bring her up at halftime of some of the games this year. We threatened to do it last year, and we just couldn't make it happen. But this next year, I'm going to make sure it does happen. Basketball starts November 4th against Snead State on the broadcast. And Lord willing, we'll be back next spring to bring some more softball games, as I won't be traveling as much, probably at all, maybe with baseball. So that'll leave me at home here in the Gallatin area to do more home softball games right here on the Vol State Sports Network. And I love doing it. So, Dr. T, always good to see you. Thank you again for all that you're doing for Vol State athletics. I know the coaches, the players, and everybody who cares about sports here at Vol State really appreciate all you're doing, and lots going on, and just even hearing about some more of it today. And I'm very excited to be part of it, and thank everybody who allows me to be part of it, including Dr. T, Athletic Director Bobby Hudson, Christian Lynn's always good for the broadcast, all the coaches here at Vol State, adding a couple more along with an assistant athletic director here before too long. So for all the aforementioned people, this is Tim Ray saying God bless you. Thank you for watching and listening on the Vol State Sports Network. We'll talk to you again real soon.